It go ride to it, cause you never know when a bullet might hit and you die to it, die to it, die to it, die to it. Live your life, live it right, be different, do different things. Don't do it like he did, cause he ain't what you is, but we can win. Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, store number 3 is official for Common Hype. Today we are at our Arrowhead Mall location, our newest location for Common Hype, which is in Glendale, Arizona. It's about 45 minutes from our Tempe store and about 30 minutes from our Scottsdale store. This is one of the biggest malls in Glendale. It's like the only mall in Glendale, right? It's borderline Peoria, Glendale. Cardinal Stadium is about 15 minutes away, so this mall just gets a ton of traffic, and this is a very calculated decision. We're with Macerich Malls at our Scottsdale location. This is also a Macerich owned mall, the company that runs these malls. They hit us up about this space. It's 2,400 square feet, and it's a corner spot and the most ideal mall that we could ask for. The numbers made sense, the rent made sense, and here we are. So today we're gonna give you the official walkthrough tour of our third Common Hype location. Starting at the front right here, we've got this nice, huge roundabout glass display around the entire corner of the store. Right next door, they're building a place called Round 1. Just think like for kids, bowling, these arcade games, food, entertainment, all that stuff that's going right there. So it's gonna be a huge destination place for this mall, which will ultimately drive more traffic to the space. But we're in the space right now. It's an empty shell. There was a Sports Connection store in here previously, as well as a prom store. And now we're going here permanently for the next 5 years. So I want to talk to you guys about how we're going to build this store out, what we envision for the store, so you guys can kind of follow along and see the before and after. So first off, we're going to start off with this carpet right here. This is all getting removed, including this tile on the outside. It's going to be all stained and polished concrete, so it's going to have a nice industrial type of look. This glass display is a walk-in starting up front, which is super sick. Now echoing in here. But we're gonna do some really cool, what are we doing? So we're gonna do some custom displays in here to hold some bear bricks and other just eye catchers, as well as mannequins. We've never done mannequins before. Tommy's been a huge mannequin advocate, so we're finally doing it. It's time. This is going to be our display for all of our sneakers. So you see how this entire U-shaped wall back here is designed? Well, this is all going to be sneakers. Now, I have kind of an inspiration that I'll throw a screenshot picture so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. But we're going to do shelves all the way going across about 6 feet high for the highest shelf. This whole wall would get painted white. It's literally going to be floating shelves with LED white lights underneath each shelf to really brighten up the shoes. Issue we have with this is this wall doesn't come all the way out. We have an indent in this wall, so we got to drywall this, bring this wall out a bit, give it some support. This tile that you see right here is going to get obviously removed, and it'll be concrete. We're going to remove this fire extinguisher thingy, mabob, fire water thing. We'll have some seating arrangements here in the middle. The same display cases that we have at Scottsdale are going to be prevalent here as well. So we're probably going to put one display case here and another display case here as well, which is really just going to make it pop. You guys know those display cases are very much industrial, very much minimalistic type of vibe, and they're relatively cheap actually. Shout out to Miss Dee Dee. Shout out to Quaid's mom. She helped us really finalize those display cases, and that's what's going to be on this side. But this is going to be really the focal point. Whole ceiling is going to be painted black. We're going to replace all these light faucets up on the ceiling with white LED lights. Something that we've been so keen on, which we've kind of slacked on quite honestly, is lighting in our store. Scottsdale doesn't really have the correct lighting that we want, so we're working on that, as well as replacing some lights over at HQ. But this is going to be lit exactly how we want it, and it's really going to make this whole place pop, because right now it's super dark. Looking over here, this is where we're going to have a traditional register. We don't have a traditional register at our Scottsdale location because it's too small. Scottsdale location is 1,400 square feet. We're adding 1,000 extra square feet of retail space at this location, 2407, the exact square footage of this place. So the idea is potentially put an L-shaped custom register that goes all the way into these 7 feet out to where these power outlets are, and I think we're gonna have a really sick display case. Not as cool as the HQ one, we're not gonna be able to top that, but something where we could have traditional registers, 2 registers on each side, because this will be a busy location, and something that we could brass, put our neon sign on again. We could put actual glass within the register to showcase other items, stuff like that. So a lot of creative freedom when it comes to that. Behind us here, Drew, what were we talking about?
We talked about in this back shelving about putting a lot of upsells, like his hats, as far as our hats, Kill the Hype hats, any kind of hats like that.
If we still have.
Yeah, if we still have.
But
We're going through a lot of this.
Kill the Hype, hit us up, please. We need to re-up.
Answer the DM, huh?
Yeah, answer my text message, huh?
But we'll put a lot of upsells back here. We need to utilize this. If you guys have seen, I think we've had a video at Hassan's store. Hassan has a really good like hat display, an accessory display here. So try to target the upsells, see if we can get a nice little display here. Just fill up the wall too.
Maybe
even
put
put
a TV, neon sign. I don't know.
potentially fill the wall a little bit.
Exactly. So that will lead, this will probably be open right here. Going on to this side over here, we're gonna have custom clothing racks and displays. So it'll actually come out from the wall, come out this way, and basically be almost like a horseshoe slash perpendicular wall, I guess, for lack of better words.
At Scottsdale, we noticed that we could put a lot more clothes in there, probably sell a lot more clothes, but we just don't have the space to do it. So really want to maximize all the wall space in here especially. We don't want the floor to get too crowded. I'm sure that we will make additions to the floor as time goes on. It'll be pretty open to start, but I think that is going to be a nice fresh take. Make the space feel a lot bigger, even though it already is really big.
Yeah.
Also want to keep it open in here because we're going to do the ceiling black. I don't personally like this kind of like office style ceiling. I just feel like I'm in a classroom or something. I just feel like I'm at school. I don't think it looks great.
The original idea was to open up the ceiling and go full industrial top. That's expensive project. Talking 6-figure project just to get up there. So we're going to do what we can right now. No odds. Odds are like 1 to 1,000.
Flip a coin for it. Call it.
Go ahead. Heads.
All right.
Knocked out this side. Wow, that's huge. All right, so we're not touching the ceiling, yeah. Finally hit heads.
A very important part of this building is going to be lighting because the layout is going to be very simple. We want it to always look good in here, so we're really focusing on our fixtures, especially like chandelier type of fixtures. So we're going to drop somewhat of a chandelier inside of this glass display case. We want to do 2 more big fixtures right here in the middle, right above the display cases we're going to do there, and then we're thinking 1 more somewhere in this general area just to kind of light the clothing walls as well as another display case right there. But I think this is probably going to end up being one of my favorite parts in here.
100%. Plus the shelving. The shelving is going to be the most expensive project in here because it's all custom built. And we're not doing those lax shelves that we usually do.
It's going to cost us $4,500 just to take this brown wood out and make it concrete like the rest of it. Just this little small space right here. $5,000 just to take the floor out.
And the reason why it costs so much to transition this whole storefront from the outside into the inside, it's uneven on the walk-in, so we have to basically make a little ramp that doesn't affect anybody, plus handicap people and just abiding to those rules. So we got to custom do this, take all this stuff out. He's got to go in there. Our guys got to go in there, take all that vinyl out. It's just expensive. So talked about the shelving over here. This is actually not going to be sales floor though, because we are adding a partition wall, which Drew and Tommy can explain.
Alright, so the wall's going to start flush right here. So this whole back room will be storage for shoes. You guys saw in that little corner, we have that little gray rack. So that'll probably on this wall for storage. But the rest of this back room is going to be, we're going to have a shipping table back here because we'll be shipping out of here. Anything you see online is available at any location. So we'll be shipped out of every location now. And then we're just going to line this whole back room basically with shelves like a grocery store. You guys will just line up. We'll have it organized back here. It's pretty simple, but this is a lot bigger than we have for Scottsdale. And we have another back room there for clothes. So storage and the capacity here is probably like 4 or 5 Scottsdale at this point, so hopefully it can hold everything we need to put out on the floor.
Walking back toward this way, we've got some electrical stuff here on the right side. To the left, we've got some water fountains. We're just going to keep these here. We're going to keep this shelving here as well for whatever we decide we need it for. Walk-in restroom with the door. That's huge. The bathroom is actually really massive, so you got to take a poop. You can take a poop in peace. Hopefully for not too long though, because this place is gonna be way too busy for us to be slacking in there. Back room, we'll have, this will be like more office space than anything, but we're planning on keeping majority of our clothing back here and just keeping these brown shelves that were here at the store before us, just separated, divided out between all of our clothing and stuff. That includes all of the essentials, Babe Supreme, Gallery, any other wholesale accounts that we get. We're working on a few wholesale accounts like Honor the Gift and things of that nature, and obviously all the common hype stuff, plus our second clothing brand that we're working on. So that's the back end of things. We're gonna keep this carpet back here too. This is by far going to be our best looking store in Arizona. It's gonna be one of the best looking stores, in my opinion, on the whole West Coast, and I'm excited about it. We're all super stoked about it. It was a huge decision we had to make. We were okay. Scottsdale's performing really well. HQ is doing better than ever, and I think it's just something that this is just the next step for us in growing our company and really scaling and providing as many jobs as we possibly can within Common Hype. Gives us a chance to attack a region of Arizona that we haven't actually had any pull in, just because there's nothing really out on the west side over here in Arizona. So hopefully that gives you guys a good depiction of what exactly we're doing. I'm most excited about this shelving, because you're literally just gonna walk as shoes lined up throughout this whole wall, and it's literally gonna be shoes that all of our shoes are gonna be located over here. We're not gonna have any shoes over here, just gonna be clothing, maybe in some display cases and stuff, but just a full wall of shoes, which is gonna be just so sick. Got the whole invoice right here. Gives me a heart attack every single time I look at it, but it's something that we have to do as a company. We're excited to do as a company, and again, it's the next step for growth for us. Should be open by October 7th, maybe the week after, but our contractor gave us the exact date on when he's gonna get this thing done. Gives us time to market, gives us time to get all the pairs in, gives us time to get the inventory in, set up our sales associates. We're gonna have a lot of new faces training at our Scottsdale location, so that way they can transfer over to here when Arrowhead's ready to go and they don't have any issues or transition, because everything's pretty consistent in terms of logistics and processes that we have at both locations.
If you want to work for us, go to
jobs.commonaz.com.
We are also building another project right now that we haven't talked about yet, but probably in the next month you guys will know about it, and that in itself is already insane. So the fact that we're doing this, and last year at this exact time we were opening HQ and Scottsdale back to back, we have 2 new projects coming out this year back to back. Gonna have 4 total locations, and
2 more next year?
Just crazy. Yeah, 2 more next year? I don't know.
We gotta chill out for a sec, but we'll see. It's exciting stuff for sure. Drew and Tommy are gonna get all of our processes and systems in place, the logistics of everything dialed in for this store. Drew's gonna be floating between this store and our Scottsdale store. Tommy manages the inventory at all 3 locations, as well as just kind of oversees everything to make sure everything's running smoothly. And this is gonna be able to run without any of us. And that's kind of what the goal of it has been. The goal has been to delegate as much as possible so we don't have to be in the business day to day, as much as we enjoy that, and we're never above being able to sell in the store. It's just right now there's better people fit for the job that can focus purely on the selling and managing the store, where we can focus on the growth and all the other things that we're trying to do, like the content that you guys are seeing. So super excited about this. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of our newest project. Should be done within a month, so we'll be here all the time filming the before and afters, so you guys can get an exact look at what it's gonna look like.
We'll probably try and be up here once a week for the next 4 weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the weekly videos, because we're gonna be updating you about this. And I don't know if Brent said it or not, but he said it off camera. This is gonna be one of the nicest looking stores on the West Coast for sure.
And we're excited about it.
Very excited.
And hopefully if you guys come visit Arizona, you guys can come through and come see it for yourself. All right, so Saturday was Hayden's birthday. Today's Labor Day on a Monday, and Hayden has done a lot for us here at CH. He's now the official GM of our HQ Tempe location. So I was thinking, Bri, we should get something for Hayden for his birthday.
You got to.
And actually, Hayden's rather an easy person to shop with.
Because he likes everything.
Because he likes everything. Literally anything that walks in the building, he's like, let's talk about it. So speaking of, he's walking in right now, so we're gonna pretend like we're just purely just looking for a shoe that, or potentially a piece of clothing for this client that would work really well. So something caught my eye real quick. It was maybe something like a Dodgers.
Should we throw Hayden in the bit? Should we get his opinion?
Yeah, 100%. Hayden, we're in the bit right now. We have a client that hit us up, and he's like basically my size. He's not as big as Bri, but I think he wears like an 8.5 or 9. And he's looking for, he needs help putting some
kicks.
Yeah.
Or like a whole fit?
Well, kicks, maybe a shirt.
Some common hype shorts?
Could be some shorts.
Special guest Hayden feature.
Yes.
You want to help us? We've
Yeah.
been doing this for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Is it 8.5, 9?
Yeah. Doesn't mind lightly worn.
Can you fit 8.5 in SPs?
More like a 9 in SPs.
Say throwing the Udos right
Mad
now.
Dog, feel free to chip in too.
Is it a big client?
No. But just like, that could be like $200
Oh.
to $250. Yeah. Put the Travis's
Not the
back.
Travis.
Yeah, he likes Supreme, likes Kids.
Likes Supreme, likes Kids. But my limit is $200 on a pair of shoes?
I mean, well, $200, $250 for like either a shirt or some shoes. So, I mean, Hellstar fits right into that $250, but
I could throw them a pair of Fazos.
so some Supreme Fazos.
Yeah.
That kind of works.
Well, I mean, we got the 9, the regular Fazos, and the 9.
All right. Well, how about this, Bri? What would you choose? Let's each choose something
Okay.
to see like what would we personally choose, and then we'll come together. That fits in that budget.
Why did Boy hit us up with such a small budget?
Yeah, that's not a great budget.
Because that's the budget. I don't know.
I feel like he's a pretty good client. I feel like we should up the budget for our client a little bit. Okay, let's send him the Red October.
So what, large in shirts then?
More like a medium.
I truly don't understand the hype on these t-shirts. Like, don't get me wrong, they're good looking t-shirts, the quality's there, but the price tags, I just don't get it, man.
The Kids harder, in my opinion.
It's also less expensive, so that's good.
Gosh, this is so sick.
I'm trying to think. I need it to be valid.
Damn, I forgot we got these. Hello. These are hard. Aiden, these are a little out of the budget, but thoughts? Maybe I can convince him to go up in price?
That's what I was gonna think, but you said you can't do 8.5.
I mean, maybe. I'd have to ask. He said he's basically my size.
We need those in a 9, like ASAP, Rocky. So that way I can bring you some stuff to trade for.
Oh my god.
All right, I've created my fits. So we got a little big on the sides, but I mean, they'll shrink. So we got the 2 Kith t-shirts, so he's got options. And then, of course, we got to get him some common hype clothing. So I picked the red shorts to match the accents on the shirt, because I think that's gas. And then the Supreme. There's a lot of red going on there. If you didn't want to do the red, you could just throw the all-white G Phasels in there. It's a solid summer fit. We still got about 2 months left of 100 degrees, I feel like, so I'm happy with those selections. So what do you think of this fit?
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I was gonna do a common hype t-shirt, but I didn't want to do too much common hype. I wanted to give him some like options. But I just think the Kith and the common hype t-shirt really, the common hype shorts really go well with
Are these hard? Are they?
Yeah, I wouldn't wear them. This though,
I like these.
you guys ready for Hayden's hot take on Monday?
What's your hot take, Hayden?
My hot take is that's the best Union one. Better than both of these.
These are sick.
I can't wait to get cooked in the comments, but it's better than both of those. Now, if I get these, I'm beating them. 9 and a
What you
10.
say about everything.
Everything, and then
It's
you
not
end up
true.
trading
That's
it
not
back
true.
in.
Because I haven't gotten rid of my SB4s or my white Smith.
So between these two,
oh,
that you both really want?
Definitely these.
100%.
Yeah, you can get those in the 9 and these
Along
in
with
the
the
9.
Udos.
If you have a 10, sell this to Brandon in the Discord. So I
Do
can
you have
buy
a
it.
9 in the Udo?
I like
Don't sell it to Brandon, sell it to me because I don't want to pay resale price.
Okay, well, straight to the point here. I don't think our client's gonna like any of those.
I was working with what I was provided with.
Yeah, I understand. Anyways, the reason why that fit doesn't work for our clients is because the client is you, Hayden.
Oh, no shot.
Yes, Sean.
Who said I was? I'm confused. I'm not spending $250.
You're not spending $250.
No.
Matter of fact, you're spending nothing. You know why? Because it's your birthday.
No way.
It was on Saturday. Here's the thing: we don't have a 9 Udo,
No, we don't.
but we can get one.
Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I can source that fast.
So better lowball that kid, but no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, we're gonna get you to for your birthday.
Dude, no shot, really?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Thanks
I
for everything
appreciate
you
it,
do, bro.
guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Give him a shake. Shake him up.
Thanks, man. I
The
appreciate
kid tees
it.
are sick though. I know
Chris,
you would.
I appreciate you too, bro.
Comment down
Can't
below how
afford
many
it.
weeks you think it'll take for Hayden to bring the Udos in and do a trade reel.
Nah, I'm never getting rid of them.
So we just did a trade with Zay. He wanted we just got these in lot 50, size 11 of the lot dunks. And then he had a bunch of pairs for trade. If you guys want to go see the exact trade, just head over to our Instagram. We posted the entire trade video on our Instagram. We had these listed for $825. He traded 9 pairs of shoes for them, excluding the Mystic Navy, Jordan 1 lows. But we got some powder blues, a couple pairs of Sakai's, some Starfishes, some New Balances, a few Air Maxes, and then another pair of New Balances right here. So let me know in the trade what you guys think. Satisfied, Zach?
Yes, sir.
Comments are gonna say you got robbed.
This earth is
They always
ain't
do.
a good place to be. How far is heaven? Let's see. Is it in the clouds like they said it would be? I wonder when I die, will he give me receipts? I wonder with the eyes of the Lord. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm a loser, I'm a winner, I'm good, I'm bad, I'm a Christian, I'm a sinner, I'm humble, I'm loud, I'm righteous, I'm a killer. What I'm doing.